I'm eFish and you're watching APTV. So it's been a while since we did an update on the Shark and Stingray pond. We're going to show you the update and the move in just a minute, but first I want to talk about the intention of these videos. You can check out this GoPro footage of the two sharks that were living in the pond at the time of the move while I explain. When you live with an animal that is as misunderstood as a shark, it gives you this amazing opportunity to learn all about them and decide for yourself what they're really all about. Aside from sharks just being pretty awesome in general, keeping them as a pet and spending a lot of time caring for them and interacting with them taught me many things. Besides all the cool marine biology stuff, it taught me just how amazing these animals truly are. As you may have seen from a previous video, our sister company, AP Aquaculture, is helping to carry out our conservation and sustainability mission. These sharks are part of our sustainable breeding program. The intention of these videos is not to make you want to run out and get a pet shark. It's to showcase these animals in order to raise awareness of conservation issues that they face and help introduce them to the general public so that others will care for their survival. It's important to note that in most cases, keeping these species is not an option due to the living space that they require. In addition to dedicating a large portion of your home to these animals, they require a decent amount of care as well. It's also important to note that this pond is not a suitable long-term solution for these animals. This pond is approximately 400 gallons and is being used as a grow-out system. The pond is almost 3 years old and has gone through a bunch of different changes. For the full story, read the description below. For this move, I had Weston and Brent from Blue Seas Aquarium help me. The first thing that we did was we got the transports ready for the sharks and the horseshoe crabs by adding some water from the pond to both of them. From here, we safely removed the two sharks and horseshoe crabs from the pond and placed them into their own separate transports. We used a battery-powered aerator on both of the transports to ensure that there was enough oxygen in each in order to transport the animals safely. The next step was to pump as much of the water as we could into the holding tank that was in the van. When you're relocating any aquarium system, keeping as much of the system's water as you can is very important. Once the majority of the water was pumped out, we removed the sand with a shop vac and some good old-fashioned dustpans. The live rock and sand were stored in 5-gallon buckets. The transports containing the sharks and the horseshoe crabs were placed into the van, and we used the buckets that were holding the live rock and sand to hold the transports in place to ensure that they did not move around while in transit to the new location. The pond is 5 feet by 6 feet and could not fit inside the van, nor safely be secured to the top of it, so I rented a flatbed truck from Home Depot to move both the pond and the 150-gallon stock tank, which is the sump, to the new location to be set up. Once we arrived, we unloaded the pond and sump and put them into place. From there, we added the water, live sand, and live rock. The canister filter was set up and ran the entire pond for 2 days while Brent and I got the sump to work properly. Thank you again, Brent, for all of your help. Much appreciated. The sump functions as a few things. 1, it adds more water volume to the system overall. 2, it houses the filtration. And 3, it can be used as a nursery or grow-out tank for smaller sharks and stingrays. It's very simple how it works. The mag drive pump pumps the water from the main pond up into the sump. From there, it passes through the container that holds the chemical and mechanical filtration. The water is then returned to the main pond through the standpipe. A bleed valve was installed in order to reduce stress on the pump and to keep it working properly. The cover is made out of clear greenhouse roofing, which was cut to fit the pond. It reduces evaporation, as well as keeps everything that is supposed to stay in the pond in, and everything that should stay out of the pond out. So that pretty much wraps up the updated move. This pond was actually moved one more time, which we will show you the move and the latest update soon, so make sure that you subscribe. It's no secret that our environment is facing some issues. The good news is that there are many ways that you can help.